Margaret de Beauchamp, eldest surviving child of Baronet Sir Timothy de Beauchamp, a baronet near Churnet and Trent, waited patiently on a bench in the outer court of the Palace of Whitehall, nervous to see the King or the Earl of Cork. Such exalted personages were so far above her station that she trembled inwardly, but recalled the import of why she had come all the way to London from Staffordshire. She kept her back straight, not that her stiff, tight-waisted bodice would allow her to slouch, and arranged her voluminous woolen skirts so they didn't weigh too heavily on her knees. Courtiers and court ladies in their gorgeous silken clothes and shining coiled hair passed in and out of the enormous double doors, careful not to cause the portals to make a sound as pleas were being heard within. She studied each of them as they passed. Not a single familiar face, alas. She hoped to find at least one friend in London who would give her more of a grounding in the ins and outs of pleasing His Majesty with her family's desperate plight. If not, she would have to rely upon what she had been told by the de Beauchamp's neighbour, Dowager Lady Pierce, who had been a lady-in-waiting to His Majesty's late mother, and on the gossip shared by the other passengers in the coach and the various inns she had passed on the way down from Staffordshire. Be honest, be flattering, and be brief, one man had warned her. Truth to tell, she must indeed be brief, or her breath would fail her and she would swoon before His Majesty. Not a posture that would impress him. She had to find calm within her. Margaret began again to murmur the Lord's Prayer under her breath, hoping the divine would give her courage. Her mother would have done better before exalted personages than Margaret could. Delphine, Lady de Beauchamp, had been at court until de Beauchamp made his suit and retired to the cold north to wear wool instead of silk. Poor mother! How dismayed she was to see how their household had deteriorated in the last 2 years, but like the lady she was, she kept her counsel to herself. Her 6 children, 5 after the untimely death of Margaret's elder brother, could read her concerns. Margaret determined not to let her worries overwhelm her, otherwise she would not be able to make a coherent plea once she reached the foot of the throne. She had rehearsed her words many times, even penciling a few notes on a scrap of paper which she kept hidden in the pocket tied on her hip, along with the few coins to pay bribes. 2 of those coins had already been dispensed, a copper to the guard who had directed her through the busy corridors to this anteroom, and a small but bright silver 3-penny bit to the secretary, a good bribe indeed to make certain that she would not be forgotten when supplicants were admitted to the court chamber.